Hello guys, it's Thomas, and today I am doing another episode of KSP Career Mode. Now, the editing is going to be a little different for this, because I am doing it sped up, and instead of recording it as is and no editing, well, very minimal editing, I'm going pretty much heavy editing on it. At least for me it's heavy editing, because originally this was about an hour and a half of footage, and I do not want to let you guys sit through all of that boring stuff. So right now you're watching me launch my Duna ship. Now, it was barely able to get back to Duna and back with problems. So it probably could get to Eve, but it wouldn't be able to land on Eve, because Eve takes more delta V, not counting the inclination changes. So now you see me thrusting to get into a higher orbit, so I can, well, I can't talk. I'm really bad at stuttering today, probably because I'm tired. So you see me time accelerating. I switched to different vessels so I could time accelerate a lot quicker, and I'm pretty much hoping this was close enough. Setting up the node and realizing I'm still too early. Trying again. And I'm still too early, I think. Yeah, let me switch one last time. And guess what? Still too early. I'm not patient at all. But I was pretty much just like, I'll just use a bit more delta V. And that's someone texting me. And the thing is, it was a little bit short on the delta V. When I got back, I only had about 200 meters per second left, which is really, it's close, because that means I had 200 meters per second to land on it, which, you know, is normal, but I had to do some changes to keep me on the land, which left me with about 50, so that was cutting it really short on the return trajectory. So now I'm fixing my node, and you can see up here the glitches come. I get weird stuff like, actually I don't even really know what it is, but the line's going off weird. You'll see it in a couple seconds. And so I'm just burning. I'm using the closest approach vector in the top left, and here you see the little bugs. So I'm using the approach vector in the top left. Right now it's at like 11 million meters. And so I use that because it's bugging out for me. So I kind of have to just do some guesswork. So now you see me coming in at a solid 90 degrees, just basically flying sideways, deploying parachutes, using lights, and landing. Now I had some problems, as you can kind of see right here. I'm tipping right and left. I'm having to actually manually correct for it, since smart ASS and ASS or whatever aren't really working. So that's a little problem. It means I can't really stay out for more than a couple of seconds. And I basically rushed to get everything done, and I launch. Now I would have rather come in at the equator, but I had some, I wasn't able to do it really. It just wasn't working out. So I'm trying to fix my inclination just a little bit here while it'll boost me into orbit, and I did it reasonably quick. So I'm just trying to go around, line everything up, back to that Eve craft, which I still haven't uploaded that. I'm actually uploading it right now in the background, and I'm coming back. So I only have another minute or so I'm just going to start saying stuff. I kind of screwed up on this. It took me a lot of retries. I think I did the actual mission about 3 times. And I tried not to use quick saves, even though I did once. And that one time was at at the return trajectory, like the landing back at Kerbal, because I was pretty much thinking I don't want to have to do this whole thing again, just because it came out in at the wrong angle. And apparently the re-entry, it didn't have much of an effect, because I came in through a few passes. I think I took in 3. So the maximum temperature I've reached was about 0 Kelvin. Or maybe it's 0 Celsius. I think it's 0 Celsius, because 0 Kelvin is still extremely terribly colder than it should even be able to be. So now I'm coming back in from interplanetary space to Kerbal, and I'm coming in at a very steep angle. Well, not very steep, more like I'm getting, my orbit is getting bent by Kerbal because it's a pretty big planet, or at least it's a very dense planet. So here I go, re-entry effects. I think I had like 8 Celsius or something there, or centigrade. And I'm just gonna leave you off with me coming in and almost, well, pretty much failing at landing. Sadly, I was using shift to control my throttle so much, it gave me a sticky keys error, which made me tab out and quit the recording. So you see the aftermath, but you don't see the actual crash. And so here it is. Okay guys, now that I've gotten all that science, even though I didn't get all of it back, I have still gotten enough to unlock a couple of the bigger pieces. Now I should probably get advanced construction for the big decoupler, that's 90 science, the big rocket parts for this, big Earth rocket parts, specialized construction, which has the docking nodes, which is one thing that I do need. And there's meta materials, but I don't need that right now. And so then there's now I'm getting into the bigger stuff. But I think I'm going to go for the supersonic flight, and that is all I'm getting. Thank you for watching, leave a like or a favorite, and adios.